clean, dry, big brush. I had a spare there. See, I pulled a sneaky on you.
So I was walking back down to the lounge and I saw someone in a costume. That's pretty good. I gotta think of something. So, Mr. Incredible, how have the kids been?
I have kids?
Oh,
Since when?
we got the wrong guy. Hold on, guys. Bubble solution not intended for human consumption. Use under adult supervision. I'm an adult. Perfect. Happy Halloween, everyone. Well, that was mildly underwhelming. Oh. You love me, pals. I am Jodan54, and it's been about a month since my last vlog where I was updating y'all about all the stuff that's happened since a month has passed since I moved in. Now 2 months has passed since I've moved in. And what was the last vlog called? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Nerds Peak Academy. And I had that nice Danganronpa style intro in there. Deemed myself the ultimate YouTuber, which by the way, is a title at this school that still has yet to be competed with. So that's pretty nice. But since then, not too much has changed. I've just been involved in stuff, the same stuff, just at a higher level. And speaking of higher level, that pretty much describes the change in difficulty for all my classes. All my classes have considerably stepped up in difficulty, so uploading 2 videos a week has not been an easy task, to say the absolute least. Yeah, it is, it's not easy to upload 2 videos a week while doing 5 insanely hard classes, but I'm trying to manage. As you can see here, I have the time to make this costume as well as put up the Season 6 opener, so at least I'm doing something correct. This is going up probably a lot after several other videos, like Season 6 Episode 2 and 3. And possibly also the Smash Direct, which is airing tomorrow morning. This will probably go up after the bonus reaction to that. So, that's good to see. Now, if you're wondering why, for those who aren't familiar with the villagers design from Animal Crossing, if you're wondering why there's a Dorito on my nose, well, that's because villagers design, his nose is a reddish orangish triangle. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. For the purpose of costume accuracy, I am going to figure out a way to put a Dorito on my nose, and it was tougher than you might think, because Doritos, they aren't perfect 2D triangles. There are a lot of inclines and bumps and such. There's probably a way I can figure out the centroid using one of the things that I just learned in my engineering class, but at the time I don't think I even knew that, so what do you know? Anyways, what I ended up figuring out to do is I glued the Dorito to a piece of paper, let it dry, then I cut out along and around the Dorito, the piece of paper, and then taped the piece of paper to my nose, and boom! I got a Dorito nose. Emphasis on the nose part. There were a bunch of people outside while I was walking to classes today and such who were saying, "Oh, you're a Dorito." No, there's a Dorito on my nose. There is a big difference between who I am and what is on my nose. I mean, if I rip this thing off, am I gonna become a zit? No. Anyways, so either way, I mean, I've been trying to get just more and more focused on everything that I'm working on, whether it's videos or studying or everything. I actually have a study that I'll be doing for bonus points for psychology tomorrow, so that'll be cool. and I'm doing a lot more, trying to do a lot more stuff with all the clubs that I'm in. And I think the theme of this is basically just that I've never been bored ever since coming here. And I think that is a very, very good thing. The fact that, of course, that the list of things that I want/need to do is piling up faster than I can check things off is a little stressful, and by a little I mean a lot. It still gives me an infinite amount of things to do, to the point where I will never feel like that I'm bored and don't have anything to do. That will never be a thing that exists. I will always have many, many, many things to do, and I probably will not ever go to bed at any point before midnight, just because I'll feel unproductive if I do. Unless, of course, it's like last week where I had an exam the ass crack of dawn on the other side of campus. Whoever thought of that as a real genius. Well, this, as you can see, there's been a little bit of a wear and tear on the state of the tape on this as the day has gone on. I'm still trying to struggle through. Emphasis on the struggle. But that's just the way the Dorito crumbles, you know? Initially I had thought, man, I wonder what would happen if I stapled it. And then I immediately thought, no, that's a bad idea. Because if you staple a Dorito, my guess is it'll just go... And we don't want it to go... Either way, I mean, my dorm room is pretty nice. If I pan the camera over, you'll see that I have quite a wealth of snacks and other stuff that I was planning on chomping down today for a Halloween celebration. But I'm not super hungry now, so I just kind of have cookies and goldfish and stuff laying around. Whatever, it works. And I'm pretty proud of this Halloween costume as well. I'll probably be wearing it during the Smash Direct video. And I'm also planning on getting one of my other friends in the Smash Direct reaction as well. This is probably going up after the Smash Direct reaction, but regardless, that is indeed my plan. And you will probably have already seen if that plan actually went into action. It's the fun part of being on the post side of production. I don't know. I think it's because when I put this on, like, my nose just gets hot and starts sweating, which is also a common theme at this school because they seem to be a lot more worried about the cold than they do about the heat. And by worried about, I mean worried about protecting us from. They seem very worried about protecting us from the cold. To the point where right now, like, they're like, oh, we're midway through fall, it's getting colder. Let's crank the heat up to 1,000,000 in every residence hall. I'm like, guys, it's like 57 degrees Fahrenheit outside at 9 p.m. There's no reason the heat should be this high. And I don't think that's just my Massachusetts life talking there. I think that's common sense. If it's almost the standard room temp, you don't need to crank this heat this ridiculous. Like, I'm wearing shorts as part of my costume, okay? I am wearing shorts as part of my costume. And I was not cold at all today. The only feelings I felt in the context of temperature were neutral and hot, okay? Just, regardless, another theme of the past month is that I spend a lot less time in this room, actually, and a lot more time in the lounge in my dorm, where I've gotten to meet a bunch of other really cool people. A few of which you'll have seen at the beginning of this video in their Halloween costumes, doing some fun stuff. So that's always fun. Having some some cool people to talk to while doing all the ridiculously hard homework. It's needed, especially it'll especially be needed next semester when I'm taking data structures. I'm not sure if you've seen the past vlog, but if you do, you know how it snaps the class snaps its fingers and wipes out half the majors that that require the class to be taken in order to graduate with that major. And my major is one of those majors that needs to take the class in order to graduate. Data structures is gonna be rough. Oh! I just finished a homework assignment for Computer Science 1, which is the prerequisite to data structures. And the homework assignment this time around actually wasn't that bad, but the one right before that, let's go with it was luck-based. Ugh. Yeah. On the plus sides, of which there are many, I mean, I look over and I see my Ethernet cable, and I'm reminded of how extremely fast the Ethernet speed is here. Of course, I had to turn off my fans for this video, otherwise they definitely would be going right now, because I can't stand how hot they have it in this room. My roommate is from Miami, so he's probably totally fine with the temperature in here, but me, I'm just like, just keep it bitter cold. There's a comforter on my bed anyway. If I'm cold, I'll just put myself under it. And I have a blanket in a box over on the side of my room as well. So if I was extra cold, I just put that on myself as well. Jeez. Anyways, I mean, I'm having a great time here. Every day just reminds me that this, well, let's just say the number on my shirt is a constant when it comes to what choice this school was for me. Oh man, for those of you who are not in college, you may not be familiar with the sort of way that things are graded, in that exams very heavily dictate most of your grade. In my engineering class, they're 75% of your grade. In computer science, they're 50% of your grade, but 20 of that is the final, so it's really 30%. Physics, it's 60% of your grade. Calculus, it's 50% of your grade, and in my psychology class, it's 100% of your grade. I may have already gone over that in the past vlog, but that's still just an emphasis on how ridiculous it is. So, we've learned about a lot of other interesting topics. I am starting to become much more proficient in Python, so that'll be nice and employable for me, but it won't help too much in data structures where we're doing C++ instead. And as for other things, I mean, I haven't had very much time to play games, but I did get the Zero Aura card for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I have pre-ordered my copy of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and I bought myself tickets to the Pokemon movie The Power of Us screening on November 24th, and I'll probably be going with probably Riles26 to the movie, and so that'll be fun. I'll probably include some snippets of that in my next vlog. But until then, we are headed into a month that, if you're familiar with my channel, I tend to gush about. November is basically consistently my favorite month of the year, just about every year. Just awesome shit happens in like every November. Of course, November 2016 was especially amazing with Pokemon Sun and Moon, but all the other Novembers have all been great as well. And so, Can't wait to turn that calendar over to November for some excitement. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. On a side note, I know it's been a while since I uploaded anything to the YRC Mashups channel, and I'm sorry for that, but I can barely upload two videos a week to this channel, which it should go without saying that this is my main channel. It is my main priority when it comes to YouTube stuff. And even then, YouTube has sort of had to take a backseat for me just so I can, like, not fail stuff. So just keep that in mind. So since my last vlog, I have in fact decorated my dorm room a little bit more. You can't really see it, but I've decorated it a little bit more and gotten several more items that are quite useful for me. And so that's quite good. And I've gotten much more used to the schedule for the dining hall, so I know which day I should stay in this hall and just make my own food. Because there's one day out of the week where the dining hall has less than impressive food, and most of the other days it has good stuff. And so on the day that it typically does not have good stuff, I just stay in the hall, make my own stuff. So I've gone to a few round trips to Walmart and grabbed some raw ingredients, and they're sitting in my fridge for the day that I'll need them. So, it's about time for November to begin. And so, I hope you all join me in the ceremonious switching of the calendar to November, the greatest month of the year. Are you ready? Let's go. Here we go. And there we have it. Month number 11 of 2018 already. Now that's exciting. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that with one hand. But we did it, we did it. It will be November by the time this goes up, so happy November, everyone, and happy late Halloween, as I'm sure that's how I'm going to celebrate Halloween, is with late Halloween specials. Now that Season 6 has begun and all, you know. So, you made it to the end of this vlog. I admire your attention span and your average view duration skills, and so I shall reward you with a surprise, as I do in all my vlogs. And for this surprise, well, you may remember, if you've been on the channel for a while, that last year I uploaded a couple videos in a series I called Meet the Cast. This was an attempt to sort of boost the story focus that the Jodan54 Reacts series started to have, especially with Season 4, by having sort of videos of each character in Jodan54 Reacts having their own, I guess, character introduction video, almost Team Fortress 2 style even. I did one on Jodan54 the Reactor, the star of the show, and Modan54, who at the time was absent, and people had to fill in and even act out his roles. And so I have plans for 3 Meet the Cast videos that will hopefully be coming in the near future. So there will be Meet the Cast LFN, Jodan54, Mr. Lucky Frying Nemo himself. There will be a redone version of Meet the Cast Modan54 with Modan54 present this time. And of course, there will be a Meet the Cast on The Blues, Season 6's new character, so you can know a little more about him. I'm not sure when The Blues Meet the Cast will be up, whether or not I'm going to wait until Season 6 is over to do that, we'll have to see. But for now, just enjoy Jodan54 Reacts Season 6 Miracle, what it happens to be. another 35 miraculous episodes of great reactions. And don't forget about all the other series that are going on my channel. Those are important too. But for now, that is all. Keep looking forward, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.